a visitor who was teaching my dance class at the time, she was observing the class, and she said that my torso was slightly tilted to the left. And she tried to adjust my spine, and it just went back to what it was, to the original position. And she seemed a little concerned, so she notified the director of the studio, who notified my mom. And we had to look into it because it would kind of affect the way that I would dance and the way I would stand. We went to see an orthopedic surgeon. He recommended the Boston brace, which was a very traumatic experience because it was painful and it just squeezed my body. It didn't really help with any of the curvature.
One of the important aspects of the treatment is the actual management. So with Mia, when she came in, we got her in this Boston brace. And what typically happens is that a patient's given this brace and says, okay, let's hope it works. And, in 6 months later or a year later to just keep x-raying. And if it worsens, it worsens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? There's really no reaction. There's no real management to the process. Where on what we're doing is, first of all, we're taking a patient that has a curve and we're reducing it quickly with our intensive program. We're putting them in a corrective brace that's going to be super corrective to reduce the curve. But then the key is every 90 days, we're not just happy just where we are. We want to try to reduce it again and again and again and try to, what can we change? How can we optimize to get as much reduction as possible?
She did the intensive, we got the ScoliBrace, and it lifted her shoulders up and it lifted her spine up, and I could see that it was working. And then all the exercises. And after the week of intensive treatment, we already saw an improvement.
So we took this curve, we reduced it, we held it during all this midst of progression, and it never gained any speed. If we can maintain it, because if we gave her some maintenance care to hold it that way, so the likelihood of her having surgery right now is almost zero.
I feel much better about myself. I think that my lifestyle has improved. My posture has definitely improved from what it was. My dancing has improved, and that's very important to me.
We know as patients see lots of other improvements that they actually didn't think was even related to their scoliosis. Balance, coordination, pains, headaches, neuromuscular problems, all these things tend to start resolving themselves, because when you improve function of the spine, you improve function of the entire body.
Where she was on borderline having to look at surgery, she's 75% of the way back to where she won't need surgery. So she will always have scoliosis, but at this time, we won't be going down the surgery route for any foreseeable reason.